This is Jonathan Agger, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Campbell Hatton, back out in action in Sheffield this Saturday. Campbell, how you doing?
Yeah, really good, mate. Dead excited for this weekend and just ticking each thing off the list now, innit?
Going back to the last fight at the arena in Manchester, what was that like for you? I know you'd fought there before, but there was no crowd this time. With the crowd, what did it mean to you?
Yes, obviously the first time I boxed there was in the pandemic and it was empty, so it might as well have just been anywhere. But the that ring walk coming out to the Manchester arena last time, was probably one of the best experiences in my life. I've never had a buzz like it. I've obviously got to say the little one being born, haven't you? But that's well up there. So I like to say, great experience, and I just want to kick on from there now, and hopefully in the future can headline there myself one day.
What do you feel like you've improved on since that fight, heading into this fight?
Massively. It's obviously we had a little bit of a rest coming from the last fight into this one, where it was well needed really. We did 7 fights in just over a year, so we seem to have come back full of energy, and we seem to have slipped a couple of gears coming into this one. I've like my sparring and things like that. I got a 10-round sparring for the first time, and my gas felt great. So I think I'm going to show more improvements than I ever have between one fight to the next.
You've got a guy on Saturday with a winning record. I think he's been in there with Robbie Davis. What are you expecting from him?
Yeah, this will be his 60th fight, and like you said, they're a winning record, so he's going to have that ambition, and he's boxed against good opposition. He went the distance with Terry Flanagan. He's shared the ring with Robbie Davis, so he's mixed it with good company, and I think that's what's going to bring the best out of me, to be honest. I think when you have like the journeyman type fighters who can be a little bit negative, and it's quite hard to look good against that type of opponent because there's not really many openings, whereas this guy's got that ambition about him where he's only lost one of his last 10. So he's not going to want to lose, not going to want to lose this weekend, and there'll be plenty of openings for me.
Is there anything you want to show us in this fight that you haven't shown us in the last few? Or is it just keep the improvements going?
I want to keep the improvements going, but obviously I've shown gradually that I've sort of boxed a little bit more and been a little bit more thoughtful with with my last few fights. But coming into this one, I want to pick my moments when to slow it right down and pick my shots and show that I can box as well, and then step it up at times as well.
Now, we saw photos going viral of you sparring with your dad. How did that come about? Did you take it easy on each other? Or?
No, there was no taking it easy. Could have done it in a phone box, but yeah, that top experience for me as well, where that sharpness and the boxing brain, you never lose that. So I was picking all sorts and a few dirty tricks up that he was sneaking in there, as well as a few of my own. But yeah, great experience for me, and I was surprised just how fit he was, to be honest. Like I said, you don't lose the sharpness and the experience that he's picked up over the years. But like, I flew at him, and he managed to dig in and still grind it out at his age. So yeah, I was dead impressed.
What have you made of the dedication he's shown? I know the Barrera exhibition got delayed, but he seems to be training every day. What have you made of how dedicated he's been to this exhibition?
Yeah, do you know what? Through his career, obviously it was no secret that he used to blow up in weight, but to his credit, even then you wouldn't have got anyone more disciplined the minute that camp and that fight comes about to get the weight off, and he always made the weight the right way, and he never cut corners then. So I think it was just the same this time. He sort of got that motivation to get it off, and he's just flicking that switch. So I was really impressed with it, and like I say, he's looking great.
And 2 more. We saw that Paul-Hasim Rahman got cancelled because of a weight issue. How much did you pay attention to that? What do you make of that fight getting cancelled?
No, Not a lot really. Not followed it. I followed it a little bit when Tommy was scheduled to fight him, obviously because I've known Tommy from when he used to train up in Manchester. But not followed it too much. But gotta say, fair play to Jake Paul. I've not really seen much of who he was meant to be fighting, but he's an actual boxer, so you've got to give anyone credit to who gets in there.
And anti-Joshua Oleksandr Usyk 2 weeks away now. What happens on August 20th?
So what happens is a very good question, isn't it? It's clear to see how wrong he got it the first time round. I know it was a lot coming from me that night, but the tactics are going to be totally different this time, I'm guessing, where he is going to impose that size and use his advantages and do what got him there, is what I'd suggest to him. But again, that's not to say he does that, he will win. That could mean he walks onto something, and obviously there's that bit more risk if you're a bit more aggressive. But I think if he gets it right and he's aggressive but still thoughtful and cautious, he's got to get it spot on. But then I do think he can pull it off. Yeah.
Brilliant. Campbell, best of luck Saturday night.
Nice one, mate.